Hi guys, it's Zilla back again with my review of the Pixel XL. This is my review after a couple of weeks of using the handset. It's a sort of after the buzz, if you like. I like to use a product before I review it for a week or at least 2 weeks in some instances to give you a true feedback. Every device is smooth and lovely and beautiful when it's straight out of the box. So, you know, the type of reviewer I am, which if you follow my channel, you know this already. If you want it sugar-coated, I'm not for you. If you want it biased, I'm not for you. If you want the truth, that's me. I bought this with my own money. I wasn't given this for free. I don't have any allegiance or any loyalty to any of these big companies, just like you guys out there, the consumer. I am a consumer just like you. And it stings when you spend your money on a product. I feel it as well. If you're given the product for free, how can you be subjective in your review? Let's be honest, guys. So, if you want sugar coating, go elsewhere. If you want the truth, that's me, Zilla. Remember that. So let's start off with what's missing from the Pixel XL, which I think... Actually, let's start with the price. I paid £820 for the Pixel XL 128 gigs. Ludicrous price. I can see why Google have done it. But I need the 128 gig. 32 gig is pointless for me. It uses 9 gigs just for the operating system out of the box. So if you have a 32 gig model, it already has only got 23 gigabytes of storage left that you can actually use. It's got 4 gigs of RAM, of course. And then by the time you download music into it, by the time you download your big apps, by the time you download, your emails and stuff like that, you've hardly got any storage left. Say you've got, someone like me, 10 gigs left out of all that. That's roughly what I'd have. I do a couple of videos which are, say, 4K recording at 10 minutes, 15 minutes each. That's my storage gone. I know they give you free backup storage, which is nice. For me, that's a plus and 100% good thing. But I don't use it over my LTE because number one, it takes too long. Number two, I haven't got unlimited data, and in Europe and the UK, no one has. It's just the way it is. So you have to rely on Wi-Fi really to upload your photos and videos at the full resolution. Now, if you're on holiday somewhere and you don't have a good Wi-Fi available and you're taking pictures, videos on the beach, stuff like that, and you run out of storage in the phone, you're screwed. It's as simple as that, guys. So my recommendation would be definitely go for the 128 gig. Doesn't matter if it's the small, the Pixel or the XL, but definitely go for that 128 gig. Google should have offered, scrap the 32 gig, they should have offered 64 gigs and 128 gigs as the two options, personally, in my opinion. If you think 32 gigs is fine for you, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to know. So price, extortionate in my opinion. But then I say that about the iPhone 7 Plus and a lot of other handsets out there. At the end of the day, if you were Google, if you were Apple, and you could get away with it, you do exactly the same. If you know people are going to pay the price, why not? But I'm talking from a consumer's point of view. Now for this price, things this phone should have out the box, which it doesn't. I'm going to go through them now. There's no wireless charging. Not a major thing, but if you're used to it, if you're used to your Samsung devices, you're going to miss that feature. I miss it. It's not a deal breaker, but I miss it. No waterproofing. I miss that. It's not something that bothers me that much, but it's nice to have that peace of mind. You can't go swimming with any phones and stuff. You've seen YouTubers dunking this in water, leaving it there for half an hour, taking it out, saying it's fine. Don't do it, guys. Because if you do it and water gets in and damages the phone, you've lost all your money, basically. Dual speakers. This thing should have dual speakers. It doesn't have dual, for the price. And considering HTC made this for Google, come on, man. You got a huge chin here, and a huge chin here, and you're telling me you couldn't put an extra speaker in one of those? The speaker at the bottom is good, but dual speaker system, come on. That's just something, in my opinion, it should have had, personally. What else is missing? It's an AMOLED screen. It's not Super AMOLED. Again, not a major problem because the screen is beautiful. 5.5-inch AMOLED screen. Beautiful colors, crystal clear, Quad HD, good pixel density. I love the screen. But it would have been nice to go that one extra bit higher. Especially at this price. Come on. You know, it's a no-brainer, really. Now, you're thinking, yeah, you're moaning about this. I'm not moaning, guys. I'm just telling you the truth. What it should have had for this price, in my opinion. Expandable storage, it doesn't have that. Again, Google have gone after the iPhone crowd. So, that's kind of why they're not really been into expandable storage, because they want to sell you the cloud storage and stuff like that. But then again, it's all free, so I'm not sure why they didn't do it. They could have, but they didn't. IR Blaster, for me, that's not so important. I'd never really use it on my phone, because I don't lose my remote controls. But a lot of people out there do. So if you're looking for an IR Blaster, you haven't got it on this. I would have preferred the fingerprint sensor to be on the front rather than the back of the phone. Because I usually have my phone sitting on a desk like that, and if I want to check it, I have to pick it up, touch that, which is a pain. If it's on a desk and you just put your finger there, unlocks, you can see what's going on your phone. Simple. But again, some people prefer it on the back. But I'm just being honest with you guys. Simple as that. So for the price, and also removable battery, but nowadays majority of phones don't have it. You have got some, and the G5, the V20. There are some phones that have it. Some people like it, some are not bothered by it. So it's up to you. These are things it's missing from this at this price. Some bother me more than others. You might be okay with it. I'm okay with it. I would have liked to have seen them, but I'm okay with it. Now, let's talk about, with the specs. Now, I've talked to you about the specs already. The screen, beautiful. I have no issue with the screen. 5.5-inch, I like it. No problem at all for me. It's an AMOLED, good pixel density, 12-megapixel camera, 4 gigs of RAM. You know what, let's talk about specs as we go along. It's easier that way, it doesn't get so boring. Build. This is one of those things where it's like Marmite. Either you love it or you hate it. I personally don't mind it myself. This glass bit at the back, this metal body, I think it looks okay for me. It doesn't look boring, it looks nice. Nice buttons, solid feel in the buttons. You hear that, metal buttons, really nice build. The materials used in this are exceptionally good, but that's HTC for you. The build quality is exceptionally good. Really nice build quality. I love the taper of the phone, where it's thinner at the bottom, thicker at the top. So you don't get a camera hump. And it's a lot easier to hold at the bottom because it's thinner. Feels very balanced in the hand, very comfortable to hold. So build quality is a definite thumbs up from me, guys, definitely. The reason they've got this glass panel on the back, and I'll talk about this now, is to improve your Wi-Fi, your LTE signal, and so on. Does it work? Hell yeah, it works. When I go to my mum's house, I only get 1 bar of reception maximum at my mum's house. Maximum. With other phones. With this phone, I get 3 bars reception at my mum's. Now at my mum's, when it's on that 1 bar with other phones, it sometimes drops to 0, to no reception, then back up to 1. With this, excellent. Really, really solid wireless performance. I love it. It works fantastic for me. And because of that, sound quality, when it comes to phone calls, is really good. It's got Wi-Fi calling, comes as standard, and it's got Volt or Volte, however you want to pronounce it, that comes comes in the phone already defaulted as switched on, so you get nice crystal clear voice calls. I would have preferred the speaker at the top to be louder personally, the earpiece, but it's not too bad. You've got your little LED indicator there as well, which by default when it comes out of the box, that's not switched on. So definitely call quality, reception and so on, a lot of people don't talk about it, is very good. Let's talk about the camera now. 12 megapixel at the back, or 12.3 megapixel at the back, 8 megapixel front facing selfie camera. What do I think of them? They're very, very good quality, right? I'll tell you that now. I've got that set on, so you double press the power button. So let's just bring in something here. So you can, I'll just take a quick shot. You can see that. I've got the flash set on. Hold on a minute, guys. Let's put it on auto. See, no issue at all. Quickly, you've got slow motion, panorama, photosphere, lens blur. Lens blur is a bit like, it blurs out the backgrounds. Let's try it, shall we? Skip this. I had to reset the phone, guys. Probably not the best thing in the world, but so let's try and bring that in. Processing lens blur. See, the processing takes a bit of time. Now here, look at the picture. You see the background all blurred out? Works really well, that does. Photos, excellent on this. My only criticism is, they thought they'd be sharper, personally. With all the hype surrounding it, the DxO Mark, which I don't believe necessarily, and other YouTubers saying how great this is, I thought, yeah, it will be, you know, pretty good. It is definitely in my top 3 cameras. But the pictures could be a little sharper in my opinion, and a little brighter in my opinion. Video recording, there's no optical image stabilization. It's got electrical or electronic image stabilization. It works very, very well. 100% works great. But in certain situations, you need the OIS. For example, if I'm running while filming with this is not going to perform miracles. It's going to be still shaking around, guys. Just bear that in mind. Don't get overly hyped about it. Just bear in mind, it is a camera phone. It's not a professional camera. But it's definitely in my top 3. In my top 3 cameras at the moment is my iPhone 7 Plus and my S7 Edge. They're my top 3. Personally, depending on your taste and what you like when it comes to photography, it depends on what your preference is. If you prefer it a little sharper, you might prefer the iPhone 7 Plus. If you prefer the colors to be a bit more punchy, you prefer the S7 Edge. So it all depends on your preference. So that's why I'm not going to say it's a bad camera. It's excellent camera. Works great. But it's your personal preference. Front-facing camera, very nice. Personally, I prefer the front-facing camera quality on the iPhone 7 Plus. It just, to me, it's brighter. Now, let's talk about fingerprint sensor. The fingerprint sensor's pretty fast, but there is a delay in it. See that? There's a slight delay. You can swipe down on it, bring down your notification shade, and swipe back up. That's a Huawei thing, but fair play to Google, they used it. The fastest one I've ever used is the Honor Note 8. That's a much faster fingerprint sensor on the back. Look at the size difference between the two phones, guys. If you want to see my review of this, check it out. Beautiful phone this is. Love this phone. Love this phone. Let me bring in my iPhone 7 Plus as well, so you can see the size comparison. People have been saying this looks a lot like an iPhone. Yes, it does. You can say what you want, it does. They look very, very similar, guys. But then to be fair, there's not many form factors a phone can take nowadays. Rectangular, square. You know, what else can you do with it? Yeah, you can curve it, blah, blah, blah. But they do look alike. So any fanboys out there, don't get on all twisted with me and get upset. It's the truth. They do look similar, but I don't care personally. I think the iPhone 7 Plus looks like a nice phone personally to me. So camera, definitely 100% great camera. Build is great. Looks, it depends. I quite like the look. You probably don't. But I like understated. That's just me. Now, sound quality of the speaker. Let's go into that. Now, let me bring up this and I'll play this for you guys. So just hear this for a few seconds. Help if I turn it up. Now, single bottom firing speaker here. Very, very good quality sound that comes out of that speaker. And it is very loud. Not huge, not the loudest, but it's loud enough. It'll get the job done. And I love the quality of the speaker, personally. It doesn't sound tinny, it sounds natural, and it's got a good range on it. But when this phone's made by HTC, come on, put an extra speaker in the earphone part there, in the earpiece, like HTC 10. Even iPhone's got that. But it's probably one of the best sounding single bottom firing speakers on the market, definitely. You won't be disappointed by the sound quality. Let's talk about the sound quality from the headphone jack. I can't demonstrate that on video, I can only give you my opinion. A lot better than I thought it would be. And with Bluetooth headsets, beautiful, excellent sound quality. Sound quality from the headphone jack, and don't start making jokes about the iPhone, guys. You can put a dongle in there, you can use Bluetooth headsets. This beats the iPhone 7 Plus when it comes to sound quality via wired headphones, and it definitely beats it when it comes to Bluetooth headphones. Definitely. So if that's an important thing for you, think about it if you're deciding between the two phones. It won't beat HTC 10 levels, and it won't beat LG V20. So remember that as well, guys. But it's much better than I thought it would be. Much better. Let's talk about battery. It's got a 3,450 milliamp hour battery in here. Now, no wireless charging. I can live with that without it, but it would have been nice to have it. Has got quick charge 3.0. To charge the phone fully from 0 to 100% takes about 2 hours, 5 minutes, something like that. I've tested it. So it does charge quite quick. But it doesn't charge as fast as an S7 Edge. S7 Edge will beat this. S7 Edge in about an hour and a half. iPhone 7, forget about it. You're talking 3.5 hours from zero to 100, which is ridiculous. Absolute ridiculous. Now, standby time. You easily get a day out of this. Easy. I usually get around 16 hours of standby time, but I'm a heavy user. I have a lot of things set up on here that's syncing all the time. On a full charge, I get personally, on average, 7 hours screen on time. So screen on time, 7 hours regular for me. So if that's important to you, that's a good thing there. That's 7 hours. So battery is definitely good on this phone. You won't have issues with that. Now let's talk about the features on this phone. I showed you the fingerprint sensor already. Let me show you this animation actually. This is like a live wallpaper. I'll unlock it, watch it. You see it move up? Those little sort of, if you look there, all these little animations everywhere that make it seem very, very nice. So if I come into here, you've got your gestures. So swipe up for notifications, that's on the home button. Double tap the power button to launch the camera, which I showed you. And if you flip the phone like this, it will take you from the rear camera to the front facing camera. That's it for gestures. So if you're a Note 7 fan, you're not going to like this. You've got your tap and pay the unit because of NFC, so you can use Android Pay on this no problem. I've tested it. And for features, that's about it, guys. There isn't anything else at all. Oh, then you've got also your support thing there. So I haven't used it myself, but you know, I'm just letting you guys know. Problems. Now everyone's going on about how excellent and fast the phone is. It is super fluid, very fast, and it works great. Some apps are just not optimized for it. I'll show you what I mean. Let me go into my eBay. It takes forever to load up to start with, and I've got very, very good reception here on my Wi-Fi. Watch how it stutters. You see it stuttering like crazy? Now, even when I go down, when those things already loaded up, see how it's just juddering? Some of the apps, they're just not optimized yet for Android 7.1 Nougat or Nugget or whatever you want to call it. Call it Android N. They're just not optimized yet. With YouTube, sometimes I'm watching videos, midway through the video, the actual footage will freeze, but the vocals will carry on in the background. But the footage will actually freeze. I then have to rewind the video back a little bit, let it play, then it will play no problem. It doesn't happen all the time, but it's happened about 5 or 6 times to me. And I'm quite a big YouTube user. So I'm just pre-warning you on that as well, guys. You've also got your swipe up from there to get all your apps, which I really like. This can't be moved though. This is stuck here. This thing. And this. Why? I don't know. It would be nice. I don't mind it personally, but you might. So I'm just pre-warning you guys. Let's bring up Google. What's the weather like for tomorrow? Oh, sorry guys. What's the weather for tomorrow?
In Wembley tomorrow, it'll be mostly sunny, with a forecasted high of 10 and a low of 1.
Set me an alarm for 10:30 a.m.
Alright, your alarm's set for tomorrow at 10:30 a.m.
I'm not going to go into too much detail with that, but you get the gist. Actually, let me try one more thing. Give me today's briefing.
Good evening, Tech. The time is 8:04 p.m. The weather in Wembley currently is 8 degrees and mostly cloudy, with a high of 12 degrees. Your commute to work is currently 31 minutes with light traffic, if you take A404. Have a wonderful day.
Very nice. Works perfectly. And I'm very, very impressed with that. I actually didn't think I'd use it, but I actually do use it a lot. I've never have in the past, and it will get better and better as it goes. Hi guys, sorry, I had to stop filming for a minute. Something went wrong with the camera. But I'm back now. I was talking about Google Assistant. I actually love it. Works brilliantly for me. Much more conversational. Let me just try one more thing with it. Tell me a joke.
About the new anti-gravity book. Apparently you can't put it down.
So, you know, let me try again. Tell me a joke.
What do clouds wear under their shorts? Thunderpants.
So, it works excellent. I didn't think I'd use it as much as I do, but I do like using it a lot, guys. Gaming. Let's bring up a game. Let me cut the sound on it because I copyright and all that. So, this is Dead Trigger 2. Let me bring it closer for you to watch. I'm not a massively good game player. I don't play them a lot, but on this, it works flawless, guys. Absolute flawless. Just thought I should show you guys a little bit of gameplay. It's taking some water to the survivor. Anyway, you get the idea. So for gameplay, excellent device for that. What else? Split screen mode. So if I bring up, say, YouTube, press on this, and I can bring up, say, eBay. So I can, this is one feature I absolutely love that they've put into here. Works great. Get rid of that. Now I'm going to do a quick video after this showing you how you can get only some apps will work in split screen mode. I'm going to be doing a very short video. You don't need root, nothing complicated, on how you can get all the apps working in split screen mode. So definitely subscribe to my channel, guys. I've got a lot more tips, features, case reviews, screen protectors. I'll be reviewing this screen protector. I've done loads of case reviews. I've done some of the official cases already, and I've got more coming. So just bear that in mind. They've also got something what they call like their version of Touch Force. So if I press on that, you can see long press, I can compose an email. Doesn't work on all apps, only in certain ones. Let's try it. See, it doesn't work on. Try it on YouTube. There you go. YouTube works. So trending, subscription, search. That's a nice one. So search. I can go in, search for things, so that's a nice little feature as well. I don't use it personally, but if you're into your iPhones and stuff like that and you do something you'd miss, it's on there and it'll only get better and better. Sorry guys. As the apps developers improve their apps, they'll add those features in as time goes on. I'm pretty sure of it. What else? Performance super smooth, as I said. The only issue is some of the apps, they do stutter. So just bear that in mind, guys. Bear it in mind. Let me give you a summary of what I think now. Build quality, excellent. Price, pretty expensive. Features, missing too many features in my opinion. Looks, that's subjective. I quite like the look. A lot of people out there don't, but I like it personally. Camera, definitely top 3. Sound quality, definitely up there. Excellent sound quality. Reception and call quality is brilliant on this thing. Battery, very good. Very good screen on time and very good standby time. And the little niggles and problems, which you'll probably get ironed out with software updates and stuff like that. Now, summary. Is this phone worth it? Even though I say it's too expensive, yes, it is worth it. Sounds a bit like an oxymoron, what I'm saying, but I'll explain what I mean. This is the best version of Android. Very smooth. Doesn't crash, doesn't stutter, doesn't have issues. This is Google's iPhone. That's what it's intended to be. This is not a Nexus, guys. This is a Pixel. Okay, a lot of people going, oh, it's a Nexus. It's not meant to be a Nexus phone, guys. It is not. This is a Pixel handset. Is it a flop? Hell no, it's not a flop. There's people, people on back order till December in the UK and other parts of the world. From what I've read, definitely in the UK, you can't get this phone. You want this phone, you have to wait at least 6, 7, 8 weeks for it now. So to me, that says it is not a flop. It is doing very well. I should hate the phone because of all the features it's missing. The non-waterproofing, the no wireless charging, not having dual speakers, not having expandable memory, not having an IR blaster, not having a removable battery. But I love it. Just because it doesn't have those features, I still love the phone because I get what this phone is about, guys. Google is a software company. They're not a hardware manufacturer. They're a software company. And it shows. This is Android at its peak. This is what Google want you to see. It's a showcase. Think of the phone as being the canvas, and the operating system is the painting on that canvas. Because the operating system is so good, because it's so smooth, because it's so clean and fresh, you don't notice the hardware or the canvas, however you want to look at it. A thumbs up to Google from me, a definite thumbs up from me, guys, definitely. Now, if you're coming from a Note 7, you probably won't want this phone because it's not going to have hardly any of the features you're used to having. It's not going to have the S Pen, it's not going to have wireless charging and all the other stuff I've mentioned. This is for Google's first effort. This is definitely a good, solid device, and I love it. I keep coming back to this phone. My two daily drivers are this and this, my iPhone 7 Plus, guys. The best of Apple, the best of Google. That's the way I look at it. You can now compete against your iPhone brethren out there. When they start saying, oh, it stutters, blah, 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 it don't know more. Game on. It's just time. This is Google's time to shine now. But I like the fact they give you unlimited storage for your photos and videos at full resolution. That is an excellent option. For someone like me, brilliant option. So if you can afford it, guys, I recommend it highly. I didn't think I was going to like the phone, but I actually love it. I love it more than my Nexus 6P. So this is just my opinion. But as I said, I'm honest with you guys. I'm harsh, but I'm honest. I'll be doing a comparison video of this versus the Nexus 6P. I'll be doing one of this versus the iPhone 7 Plus tomorrow. I've got an LG V20 on order, the limited edition B&O tuned version, not the standard one you get in the States, the special one. It should be here next week. I've ordered it, so I'll be reviewing all of that as well, comparing it to this. But if you can afford it, guys, this phone, definite. Anyway, hit that subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, guys. I've got a lot more videos coming up about this phone and others. I've already done loads of case reviews for this. I've started doing some screen protector reviews, glass screen protectors. I'll be reviewing this one as well. And thumbs up. This is Zilla saying, enjoy the rest of your day, take care, and I'll see you all soon. Bye for now.